Right, and still on question 93, page 47. This is literally a labor efficiency variance. I mean, we just call it, again, because it's all based on labor hours, it pretty much is how well did we use those hours. Nothing different. Let's look at the question. So the FOIR, so to speak, is £1 an hour, and it's 180,000 divided by 180,000 in terms of pounds versus the number of hours, labor hours. Nothing different at £1. That's the standard price, the standard FOIR. So, I mean, it tells us, again, find your standard cost card, budgeted is 15,000 units and 180,000 labor hours. So the argument is that if you do this divided by this, you're going to get £12 an hour. We expect you to use £12 in that, £12 to make a unit. We expect you to use 12 hours to make 1 unit. That's the standard time. 12 hours to make 1 unit. That's the issue here. So if we're expecting you to use 12 hours to make 1 unit, you then make for 15,600 units, which is what you actually do, we need to multiply 15,600 by 12. And you get let me just check here. You get 187,200 hours. So we expected you to spend 187,200 hours on 15,600 units, but you spent 220,000 hours. So that's just not favorable. It's not favorable by 32,800 hours. And so we multiply that by this £1. So I mean, the truth is that we can know this. Really, using this within the context of fixed overheads, this just feels a bit odd, because it's not really the context to explore labor variances. We have labor variances to explore it, but we can sort of separate the volume variance, because you see the volume variance is due to, if you like, using that space to create the volume. And if you like, because the FOIR is based on labor, any efficiencies in labor will reflect in volume. So the argument is, what's really driving the volume? That's our question. What's driving this volume? Why has the volume gone up? And it can only go up, if you like, because of efficiencies and because of capacity. So all we've done is to break up this volume variance into 2 parts, right? And it's about walking through this several times until you get more and more comfortable, with it, and it comes. Okay, great stuff. So that's the end of my videos. I will send an email. This is imperative. You're working on this, and you're getting better as we go along. Okay, great stuff. See you on Monday.